Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas, as we see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Three-way sports college football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. This play from the pistol formation. Hand off to the back. Nowhere to run. Look for Allen for no gain.
Chris, this is what I love to see from the defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. The Bulldogs will come to the line to crank up the tempo. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Receiver makes the catch. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down. The Dogs will bring their punt team onto the field. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. Here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier. Absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Gives it to the back. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll spot this around the 35-yard line. Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And the completion made. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Here's the second down play. Testing the right side here. Has the first down and more. Jukes past the defender. He's in the clear. Look out, he's loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open score. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Shabira. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? On the move now. Oh, can you believe it? He dropped the ball. You don't see that often from this excellent receiver. He's going to bring up second down.
That's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Incompletion makes it second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. With the catch, it's Henry. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to from any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Looking to convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense makes the tackle, but that Wildcat look does produce a first down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past. And we're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. As the first down is still going. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Toss play to the outside. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Touchdown, tied, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Play of the drive now from the 25. Play action here on first down. On the one here. Let's it go. Quick completion to the tight end. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. And there's the handoff. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Gets the first and still running. He moved the ball to the 48 and earned a fresh set of downs. Dogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's got it with room to run. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but he moves the sticks. First down.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We've got a good one in our hands, but to what you hope for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. The back's got it. They test the middle there, but get nothing. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to sell out and bring the pressure.
and stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down. Dogs will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. It's press coverage now from these DBs. He's got it, enough for a 1st down. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on 4th down where you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a 1st down.
First and goal, handoff. And that run produces a decent game.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
We go sneak on 2nd down, but stop for no gain. That defense making it very tough down here.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Here we go, back in the red zone. 0 for 2 scoring touchdowns here so far, and it's 3rd and goal. Receiver in motion now. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Dogs! They capped the drive with 6 points. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
They'll try to add to the lead now with PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. The Alabama offense onto the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Now they're running on the toss. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back has given this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They've got him, but not before making 1st down yards. They move the ball to the 41.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up 1st downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
He's in the clear. Inside the 20. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And the extra point goes up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Georgia offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. Allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Here's the handoff. Breaks an open space. He's got the first and still going. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. On the toss play, runner moving left. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
Anytime you like to run the toss play successfully, that means you're going to have to win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there. They got a nice game.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, just throw the ball away, see what happens on this next down.
Incompletion in first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 47. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Bulldogs come to the line in a hurry-up. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. The pocket breaking down. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker. And now a 4th down decision coming up. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. On 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Needs a completion here on 4th down. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He's past the marker and still going. And here he goes. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a thrower with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
So following the quick lightning strike, they're set up here 1st and goal. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. He'll get back to line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. And it's a direct snap. checks in. The defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. So a huge play to start the drive and get in scoring position, but now it's 3rd and goal. Handoff here from the shotgun. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on 3rd down. Now we got a 4th down situation, and now you're in the red zone. I wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice and try to take a chance and try to come up with a touchdown?
They keep the kicker on the sidelines. It's 4th down from the 4. They're going for it. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He's got it near the end zone. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. Drive begins with the offense backed up at the 2-yard line. They'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down play coming up. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. 2nd down after that previous play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They get him down, but he gets the ball across the 10-yard line. Defense takes their 3rd and final timeout of the half to talk strategy.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. We'll hand it off. 1st down and more. He's still running. Breaking free at the 35. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Boy, there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than to give up a 1st down on a big run like that on 3rd down. You've got them where you want them, probably thinking that they're going to throw the ball. Instead, they run it and gash you for a huge gain on the ground.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 45. That play moves the ball across midfield, and we set up with a 1st down at the 41. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry up. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half.
There's a nice play by this defense, after giving up a huge gain, they're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
The sack on first down. It's second down. Wants to throw it. Finds an open target on the left side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, I love the versatility in this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking deep downfield with the left. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
So on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. To fake. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. The pass is incomplete. That's a fake field goal fail. Took a shot, but the gamble doesn't work, and that decision will be questioned. They pass on the field goal try. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Dogs will kick it off to begin the second half. Bringing it out, it's Shabira. And he's tackled at the 25. Same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and trying to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They lose the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. And that's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield. No chance at all. The defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And is intercepted. Could take it all the way. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. On the handout, they'll test the right side here.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
That's an important first down on that running play. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Looks right for a quick completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Great job here by this defense on the wide receiver screen. All that receiver's looking for is just a small little seam to be able to get vertical and show what kind of speed he has. The defense did not let him get started. That's good hustle and a nice play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. The Dogs will come to the line on fourth down, hoping to keep this drive going. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Dogs will have to kick it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. Returner brought down by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. Quick throw caught on the left side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun now on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Henry. Good enough for the first down with a 37.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
They keep him guessing with a run. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Now it's second down here. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fired into a tight window and picked off.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
He's running out of time here. He makes the grab. He's tackled immediately, but not before a gain that moves the ball to the 25.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
A national championship. Here we go. First play of the...
Could have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now a big decision coming up here on 4th.
The field goal is good. And with that, they retake the lead.
Wow, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder, the kicker. Already at it again.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And here's the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Catch made in space. Look out. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Direct snap. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. So an important 3rd down play coming up. A field goal try here will be from 60. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Carter. And they get the conversion there. Set up now 1st down at the 38.
Boy, the quarterback looked so confident there with this throw. Good job up front with the offensive line protecting on a pivotal third down. And anytime you're trailing in a game, you want to be able to convert. So good job by this offense.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He gets loose. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And then first down, right back to the running game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. Catch made on the right side. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
The quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Caught by the receiver. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. It comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? He'll hand it off. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8. Playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Caught to the right. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And that one straight down the middle. And this game is all tied up. A little more than a minute to play. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Inside deals now from the shotgun. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of it.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Offense now behind the sticks on second down. They need 12 for that first down loss. Look out, room to run here. Got the first down and still motoring. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Here comes a handoff. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Timeout taken by the offense now. 23 seconds on the clock. Second down after that run on the previous play. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. And a timeout taken now by the defense. 15 seconds to play. They could use some yards here on third down. A field goal try would be from 54. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Throw to the running back in the flat. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. It's no good. Here in the final quarter, this game remains tied.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Bunch of DBs on the field now trying to defend against the deep pass. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the freshman brings him down quickly. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the second overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the third overtime, Kirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite, to see if we can get to that third series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's got it in the open. It's a touchdown as they jump on top here in overtime.
Chris, the quarterback looks up, sees a wide-open target. Sometimes those throws are harder than the ones where they're tightly covered. But he makes a nice throw, and it's an easy touchdown for this offense.
And now the extra point to make this a 7-point game in overtime. PAT puts him in front by 7. So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Didn't expect to lose 4 on the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving his defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
So a challenging 3rd down play. They need a first down or a touchdown to keep this game going. And now the defense calls timeout, trying to get organized and come up with a stop here in overtime. So a challenging 3rd down play. They need a first down or a touchdown to keep this game going. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Tight end makes the grab. Brought down, but it's enough to convert on 3rd down and set him up 1st and goal at the 10.
Well, trailing in the game like this, the offense really needed this conversion, and they got it. Let's see if they can build on some momentum after that.
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Now here's the toss play. It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense slowing them down.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Pass rush closing in. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And it's a touchdown. They're an extra point away from double OT, or you go for 2 and win it right now.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
of double overtime. They'll run it here. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Getting set. Here's second down. And he drops back in the gun. He pulls in the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Toss play to the outside. Has a pass to the end zone. Aim for a touchdown to claim the lead in double overtime. And now a two-point try coming up.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
So they score the touchdown. Now by rule, they must go for two here in second overtime. Back in motion now. Offense looking to throw the ball. He did not get in. They stopped him, and the lead remains at 6 here in overtime. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So they score the touchdown. Now by rule, they must go for two here in second overtime. He did not get in. They stopped him, and the lead remains at 6 here in overtime.
Next is the score. Alabama 30, Georgia 24.
So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So a challenging third down play. They need a first down or a touchdown to keep this game going. And now the handoff. And it'll be Smarter right at the line for no gain. So here we have a challenging fourth down play with the game on the line. Defense gets a stop, and it's game over. Quick throw, testing the middle. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
So needing to reach the end zone to keep this game alive, it's 1st and goal now. Off the play fake on 1st down. Oh, and he almost had it. Would have been a huge pick here in OT. Instead, 2nd down play coming up.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
No gain makes it 2nd and goal from the 9. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Yes, Hawk, can he get in? Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
Now they'll set up 3rd and goal. They've got 2 plays left. They got to punch it in or it's game over. They're going to throw on 3rd and goal. Swarm to the pass rush. A sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
So now it's 4th down. Ball game on the line right now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's got it right near the end zone. Fighting, but he won't get in. The defense stops him just short of the goal line. What a play. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.